Next, the Colts go for the sweep over the Jags as they battle in the final regular season game for the third straight year. But Indy hasn't won in Jacksonville since 2014. Will this be the year the sun shines on the Colts?
Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their now 36-year-old quarterback who's in his 14th NFL season, the former MVP, Matt Ryan.
And I think if there's one quarterback in the league who sometimes gets taken for granted, to me it's Matt Ryan, because I think throughout his career, he's been consistently excellent. Frequent member of the 4,000-yard club, savvy veteran, knows how to throw the deep ball and create big plays. And yes, he will beat you from the pocket.
And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll run the screen with Mack. And shedding a man at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. The give to Taylor. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. To throw is Ryan. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Ryan.
Yeah, good. Man, close.
That's what you're
Close,
going to do
bro.
against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in April, the rookie from Clemson, Trevor Lawrence.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. 2nd and 5 now. Lawrence. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he's got some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And they're working inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run with ET, and he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses...
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen getting in there defensively.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
They'll run with a former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State, it's USF's Marlon Mack. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Allen able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. So they tried to get him out of the pocket, but that just flat out did not work to their advantage.
Yeah, it seemed to me that he thought maybe he could run around the pressure, but he just kept putting himself in a worse and worse situation. At some point, cut your losses and just go down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away. Look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate. As they
oh my God, if you hold him, oh my God, you hold him. There's nobody there, nobody. God, I mean nobody there, bruh. Nobody on that side. It's stupid.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And Sharp calls it in.
No, I mean nobody on that side, bro. At all. I mean nothing but daylight. God.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 42. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Lawrence. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route...
Oh, you lucky you got me because I'm gone. You lucky you got me because I'm outie. Telling you. I'm out of there, boy.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we have
out of there, man.
Allow other people to make tackles.
Hey, Holly, bro, this could be you. This could be you. All depends on what kind of blocking I get.
Meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marvin Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
2nd down and 7. Now Ryan. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Back to Taylor on first down. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year, and we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. They run the draw play with Mack, and they'll get him down.
Damn, man.
The 40. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. 2 minutes to play. First half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a pass swung out left to his...
You knew the route was coming. Like, come on.
Then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
God, we knew the route was coming.
It should be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Ah, man.
Have a Colts first down as they're able to convert.
Got me up.
There on 3rd and 1.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Incomplete.
Last year, I couldn't move shit.
That should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. To throw again is Ryan. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this.
Good hit, 4th down.
Down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good. And they will get themselves here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Really?
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. So that'll back him up 5. they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL.
Be a gnarly little feature, bro, if they actually got to work.
Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
Everybody was scoreless, bro. Everybody.
On now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Colts in that first half. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Both these teams running through their final adjustments before they head out of the locker room. We're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back upstate to Jacksonville and Brandon God.
Yeah, he's killing us. He's killing us short. Killing us short, man.
Coach, thanks as always to you and the
Killing
gang
us
in
short.
Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. The decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
All right, y'all, come on.
Jaguars come to the
Let's
line
get
to
this shit
start
in
their
gear.
next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
Oh my God, dude! Oh man, if you split the scenes, bro, it's there every time, man. Oh,
They'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities.
hey man, it's there. I promise you, it's there.
In the locker room.
All right, Jones, I see you.
On play action, Lawrence. Hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Lawrence.
Oh!
Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Ryan. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it.
Touchdown! It's complete. Mo Alley Cox, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
To throw for it is Ryan. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Come on, y'all.
Throw it in for 2 points, but the D got
Fuck around, gonna lose to the CPU.
Which means there had to be good coverage, just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The Jaguars getting set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. But
man, if you would just go, bruh. Damn, if you would just go.
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
No gain on the play there, second down.
Man, if you would just go. That's what's hurting us right now, man. We ain't getting that known.
Lawrence. Open man right side is Sharp. And he gets it
started out
shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
No peaks. No peaks. Need points.
Lawrence will throw.
Good fucking play, bruh. Good fucking play, because that was almost a sack.
Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on first down.
And another stop run, bro. Another one.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's
he's got plenty of space.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 20.
Good route, man. Good route.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide.
Come on, B-Mo, man. Come on, man.
But when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hey, I also dropped that route a little bit. There you go.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Lawrence. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him the first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They'll try and run for it on first down.
And that nigga still getting to me. Still getting to me. The head is always on it. Johnny on the fucking spot, man. Johnny on the spot. Let's see if that helps. See if that helps.
And now here's a carry heading left.
Oh, he almost slipped through. Almost squeezed through that mom.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once
that put us
again on that last
8
play.
points.
Stopped
8
after a very
points
short gain.
with a field goal. Ain't nothing stupid.
Because otherwise,
if it's there, it's there. If not,
on your quarterback makes it
all
very,
good.
very difficult for him in that situation.
The quick slant caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Ah.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag
There you go,
route,
baby.
and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield.
Get the points.
The kick by Lambo is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And here's Rodgers to return.
Hey, good tackle, man. Solid. 7 yards short of where they needed to start.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run with Taylor to begin.
Yes, Brian. Yes. Huge, man.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road.
I hate this.
Getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made.
Good tackle.
It just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
Oh, where's the rest of y'all at, bruh? We got them off the field right then. That was perfect opportunity to get them off the field.
Focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally.
Come on, Cisco. Yes! Yes! Thank you, sis, baby. Good stuff, bro. Good stuff, fam. I needed that.
Past the 20-yard line. Well, you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year. I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
Oh, yeah, Defensive Rookie of the Year, hands down, bro.
Today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy.
Ah, man. Man.
Attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Over the middle, hold in by
Him going off on CPU right now. The boy going off on CPU right now.
For him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down. And that last throw, Charles, an important one stat-wise for this young rookie. It puts him over 4,000 yards passing for the season.
And you think about some of the great seasons by rookie quarterbacks in recent vintage. How about Andrew Luck in 2012 with 4,000?
Give me that first, dog. Give me that first. Good move. Good move. Wish we would have juked him out of his jock strap, though.
2020, he hit the league with a splash.
Yeah, we want that. We want that. We want that right there. Oh, hey, there we go. Hey, here we go. Huge right here, huge.
Able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Lawrence now off the bootleg. 1st down.
Oh, man, stay in bounds, bruh.
But not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Now a handoff as they run left side.
Hey, good stuff, good stuff. Keep them moving. Come on, keep them moving.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
Hey, bro, sneak through there. Sneak through there. Good stuff, Meal. Good stuff, Meal. Good stuff, Meal. 6, baby.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Good stuff, Meal. Good stuff, bro. All right, Rook.
The touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Indy set to go on offense once more. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
That wasn't even his route, bro. That wasn't even his route. He's supposed to go up and in and out. Nice try, bitch ass game. I swear, bro. Don't do that.
First down. Here's Ryan. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman.
They killing me right now.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Mack off the draw play. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Kiss my ass, man. My ass, man.
Once more, strong running, excellent blocking.
I'm going to torture this,
They get a
bro.
nice little drive brewing right here.
There we go, man. There you go. There you go.
On first down, Taylor. Oh, look at the juke. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down.
Yeah, bro. Quit playing with me on that bullshit.
Not a guy they want to see consistently.
Wish that ball would have been going flying the other way, too.
Most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Don't come in here with that crap.
They had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Hey!
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery.
Oh, y'all knew it was coming, bro. Y'all knew it was coming, man.
3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down.
Yay!
Cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, slow up. Let the play develop. Then go. There you go. There you go. Smart man. Slow down. Let it develop. Then get through there. Yep, there you go. We said on something else there.
They'll try the left side with ETN.
Oh, he almost was gone, son. He almost was gone, son. He almost was gone, bruh.
If you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football.
Oh, dang it. Back-to-back rollies, baby. Come on, man.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Just staying bounce.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Hey, we just need a first, y'all.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
That's it, baby. That's it, baby. That's it.
And he is going to have a Jags first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And that pickup on the first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop.
Good stuff, y'all.
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or take
Good shot, Robbie.
get away from them.
Good shot, Robbie.
A 2nd and 7. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box.
Don't run the play.
6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
It's the first, though, ain't it?
So fresh
It's the first, though, ain't it?
morning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:50.
Hey, there it is.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
You know they're going to keep calling timeout.
Run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll maneuver
Told
his
you.
way
I knew they
forward
gonna
for
keep calling
about
timeout.
4. 2nd and 6.
There's nothing we can
Whistles
do.
now in a timeout.
Let's get out of here.
Defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Robinson. And he's
Let's go, baby. And do it.
Now the Colts will use their
That'll do it, bruh. That will do it.
to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Oh. No. There we go. Shoot the clock. There we go. Out of that. Hey, come on, bro. Please give me a penalty. So.
And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee.
Oh shit, hey, hold up. Hold up, bro. Hey, we got a certain amount of yards we gotta get.
Clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
We can't lose no yard.
And a short gain down to about the 33. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire.
There you go.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
So we can't lose no yards, man. Can't lose no yards, y'all. Trying to get that XP. Get that XP, bro.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Jacksonville, it's one more win to finish the season as they wrap up with a sterling 15-2 record. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it could be a potentially devastating loss as they finish with a mark of 9-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure.
Hold on, where's that one? Yeah. Let's see if we can get my boy Cisco on there. Future Jacksonville, bruh. The future Jacksonville. Future Jayville. Them jokers did it, bruh. Just did it. We didn't win the turnover battle. We didn't pick them up twice. Yeah. So we only ended up with 4 points. We'll get some more calls. Juwan Taylor. Take these buckets to a bump up right there. A bump up right there. Log in here. Alright, there it is. Bingo. Jags. Bang. Give me that Z. Give me that Z, bruh. Give me that Z, man. They gonna come in handy. Home field advantage gonna come in handy, bruh. We gotta stay on the clip. Bullseye set. Bullseye set. Who is the team?